routine, or what I attempt to make my morning routine. Sometimes too, if I've been working at a desk all day, I like to do these in the afternoon. So first is going to be a denim roll. This is going to help reshape our neck. Next is going to be a massage ball. This is good for digging in for knots, back, neck, feet. And then also the yoga wheel for opening up the shoulders, opening up the chest. Also kind of gives me that little rib adjustment that I miss. So these are 3 of the tools I recommend for a little at-home morning routine. I'll break down each of these poses and what I do with each of these props next. So first I'm going to show you the yoga wheel. This is a great yoga prop to have on hand. I think I spent about 30 bucks on this one. Mine's covered with this cork-like material. It's great for opening up the mid-back and the shoulders. Start by taking it at the base of the spine, soles of the feet on the earth. Start to lean back. You'll gently start to let the head maybe fall back, only as open as you feel comfortable with. And then let the arms come out to the sides, begin to roll up and down the spine. Maybe reach the arms overhead. And I just felt a nice little adjustment with one of my ribs. Ribs are the only bone that are moving 24/7 because we're breathing, so they go out often. I remember this used to be something that I just thought was part of my panic attacks, and I just thought it was like the breath itself. And then eventually found out that a lot of the times the rib was out, which was causing that shortness of breath. So if you have anxiety, this is a nice one to kind of give yourself a little self-rib adjustment. Like I said, opens those shoulders, opens the chest. Great one if you have restriction in the mid-back. So next, I'm going to show you the massage ball. There's lots you can do with the massage ball, but if I'm just getting started in the morning, one of my favorites is just to bring the massage ball right in between your shoulder blade and your spine. Come lying onto your back, soles of the feet on the earth, kind of like we're setting up for bridge pose, and then just start to move little tiny circles. Move the massage ball up and down. You can get into the shoulder, the traps, maybe come underneath that shoulder blade and really dig in if you have any knots there. You can also work this all the way down to the low back. So coming into the low back, one of my favorite things to do is to just rock side to side on those paraspinal muscles and just work my way inch by inch up and down the length of the spine. This is my most intense area for the massage balls. So you'll do both sides of your back, upper and lower as well. Those 4 quadrants, I would spend about a minute or 2 for each. So a denim roll is the texture of similar to a yoga block, but it's shaped for your spinal curve. So a lot of times you see people with this forward neck, and it's like a straight line forward. Our neck is supposed to be a backward C to add for that kind of suspension, that shock absorption. Your ear should line up with your shoulder. And what we see is a lot of forward neck. So what this does is we're laying it behind the neck to help reshape the neck. If you've ever been to a chiropractor and you felt like you got the same adjustment over and over again, a lot of the times the muscles and ligaments weren't addressed. So a really good chiropractor will have like a rehab portion for you to do that can help reshape these muscles and ligaments so that your adjustments hold. So this is something that I still try to do 10 minutes a day if I can. I notice a huge difference when I don't use it. I start to almost feel those headaches come back, a lot of tension after sleeping. So everybody has a different placement on where you should put this, so you'll have to see a doctor. These can only be purchased from a doctor. They make a cheaper version called Apex that you can buy on Amazon. I'm not sure how easy those will be to get right now. But they have those, they're cheaper. They have where you can just take a level off and change the height, but the size isn't really different. So it's not as customizable. This is a large because I have what they call a Gumby neck. So I cheat if I use a medium, so I have to use the large one because my neck is kind of bendy. They have medium and they have small. I have students who are my age who have to use a children's one. So you really should get fitted for these, and you have to purchase this kind. So go to a doctor, they'll let you know. They should x-ray you over this to make sure it's the right fit. For me, I place this right above that little nub at the base of my spine, where all of us girls hate wearing halter swimsuits. It's kind of my good cue to figure out where it is. And then you'll gently lie your head back. Now you can't really tell with my bun, but my head is not touching the earth to start. We don't want it to touch, because if it is, then we're not using that gravity effect to kind of change the shape. So that might mean you need a different size. I let my arms come out to the side, almost like a shavasana. Palms up beside you, toes relax out towards the corners of the mat. Deep inhale into your belly, ribs, chest. Exhale, chest, your ribs, belly. Now I like to rest here for 10 minutes, but most people will start 3 to 4 minutes. Just refer to your physician or whoever is recommending you use one. Once you complete this time, you can start to roll off to one side, taking a pause, just giving your neck a second to adjust. And then you can push yourself up to a comfortable seat. So like I said, you have to get a doctor to prescribe you one of these. You can get x-rayed over it to make sure it fits. I think mine was maybe like 50 or 60 bucks, and as you can see, dogs love to chew them. Again, that other brand is Apex. You can find it on Amazon. I think it's maybe like $10 cheaper, $20 cheaper. But it is reshaping your spine. So just do whatever you feel comfortable with. If you have questions or you want any recommendations on anybody in the valley who you can maybe go see to get one of these, let me know. I'm happy to send those out. Just to recap, we did our morning routine. So we did a little bit of the yoga wheel to open up our mid-back, open up those shoulders. We did our massage ball to help work out the knots up and down the length of the spine. And then we laid over the dinner roll. This is a really great routine if you work at a desk, if you drive a lot, or like most of us, if you text a lot. So give it a try. These are great props to add to your at-home gym, yoga studio. We don't know how long we're going to be doing this at-home stuff, so a great time to kind of invest in these things to take care of yourself. If you have any questions, let me know, and look forward to hearing your feedback.